Sup? You called earlier? Sorry for missing your call. Was out playing football and didn't have my phone on me. Yeah, I just got back and haven't had a chance to change yet. It's still too hot, so... Am I making you uncomfortable with how I'm dressed? I can throw a shirt on if it puts you at ease. The view? What, you like what you see? Then again, I guess who wouldn't? Anyway, you needed something from me? You don't need to worry about me and check up on me. But, thanks. I appreciate the thought. I guess I'm fine. Not much happened today. Woke up, played a bit of Emberfate, did some assignments, went to class, grabbed food, destroyed younger sister's boyfriend in football, and now I'm here. I guess. Better than the last few days, at least. Honestly, I don't even want to think about it, or else I might want to go back in time and strangle my past self for having the bloody brilliant idea of changing my major to computer science. But yeah, I should be graduating soon, as long as I don't fail and have to retake any courses. Just one last semester, and I'll be free from this shit. I can't. I'm already graduating much later than most people because I took almost 2 years off and then changed majors. I've wasted so much time and money. Now I'm only 1 semester away from finishing this degree. No matter how much this shit makes me want to tear my hair out, I have to stick it out. Besides, this is what the old man wanted for me. He always said, technology is the future, and I'd do well for myself in this field. He'd be disappointed if he knew I'm giving up when I'm so close to the finish line. I'm not forcing myself. I do want to. And I want to make my father proud. The fact is, I've never really done much for him while he was still around. This is the one thing I can do now, even if it's a bit too late. Yeah, deer were his favorite animal. I got this after he passed. It was actually supposed to be his. We made a pact that if he won the battle and recovered, I'll take him to my friend's tattoo parlor and we'd each get ink together. The old man used to disapprove of my piercing so heavily and threatened to disown me if I got tattooed. Who would have thought he'd have a change of heart in the end like that? Since he didn't get to make good on his promise, I'm holding up part of his end of the deal for him. Yeah, yes. Thanks. Anyway, enough about old depressing shit. Let's move on to some new depressing shit. I was back reading guild chat to see what I missed while I was AFK, and I saw that the ROR run didn't go very well for your raid too. Noticed some disagreements over raid strategies too. You need more help with anything? I can share some of my tips and strats with you if you want. Can confirm they're solid, as long as your raid team can keep up, considering they worked for Requiem. Course, I wouldn't offer if I wasn't willing. Are you free tomorrow afternoon, around 4 p.m? Good. Then I'll meet you in the guild hall arena tomorrow at 4. We can use the room as a mock boss fight zone and set up target dummies to take the place of the boss, and add spawns. It's easy to show you the strats that way. Okay, then I'm heading off for now. See ya. What? You can't get enough of talking to me? Don't worry, you'll see me again tomorrow. Night. Okay, let me pull up my notes on the second monitor. Both your raids cleared the Earth Dragon, so I'll just skip that. Let's do Thunderfest first, since it's simpler. Can you set up a target dummy here in the middle for the boss, and then 2 in the back for the ad spawns? Okay, this boss is pretty straightforward. The main annoying thing is that you have to do the fight underwater, so it takes some getting used to. And it's hard to dodge the tail swipe when you're stuck in that tiny pool with that massive hitbox, and your movement speed is slowed by the water. So, here's a trick we did. I'm sure you know the dragon would reset as soon as it steps outside of the pool, but that's fine. That's what we're going to take advantage of. Have the off-tank go in first and draw the dragon out of the pool on this side, preferably as close to the wall as possible. Then have your main tank head in and be ready and waiting in the water right here. As soon as the dragon leaves the water, it's going to turn back around and head back into the pool. The moment all 4 of its feet are back in the water, have the tank taunt the boss and then keep it there. Don't move at all. The dragon's tail will be mostly sticking out of water, which means there will be much more room for your raid to position and move around in the pool without colliding with the dragon's hitbox, and the tail swipe range is no longer as deadly. It won't work if you try to pull the dragon back to the edge of the water while normally tanking in the water. The dragon won't follow you out to the edge enough, and as soon as the tank steps out of the water, the aggro will drop to the next highest threat, so it will just turn around and you can't position it accurately. You got all that? Cool. Here, I'll send you some video files on harmonies as a demonstration. They're my private recordings of the last Requiem raid from our character's point of view. I added captions and some markers in the video to explain positioning and certain details better. Yeah, no problem. Let me know if you have any questions or need any more explanations for anything. Sorry. I would have put more detail in the videos if I had more time. Wasted too much time bargaining with potential buyers this morning, who kept wanting to rip me off. What? You want to give me money? Thanks, but no, I'm not taking your money. But you really should be careful about making offers to help like that, especially to strangers on the internet. Well, I'm glad you're not naive enough to be this generous and nice to random people, but why would you trust me either? Like, you've never met me in real life. What if I'm a scammer or something? That's... well, I think you might be going too far saying I'm a good person, but... thanks. You should probably save some of that sweet talk and flattery for someone you're actually interested in now. What? That isn't something to joke about, okay? I could have gotten the wrong idea from that if I didn't know better. You... what? Are you really serious? Then again, I guess I am very interesting. Can't blame you for being drawn to my charm. Anyway, my point was just... what was my point again? Just be careful. Why are you too kind for your own good sometimes? I'm not. Fine. I don't want to argue on that. But it's not for no reason. I guess I might as well tell you if you want to know. It's not like it's some deep dark secret I'll have to take to the grave or anything. Some of the older Requiem members already know. You've probably noticed that my main and this alt are both berserkers, which is kinda unusual, I guess. Well, that's because Reminiscence isn't originally my character. It was the old man's. Yeah, I mean, we only met well after I started main in Reminiscence, so there's no reason you'd know. He got sick a few years back. When I was midway through college, he was in the hospital a lot, and as a man who's barely rested a day in his life, he got really antsy and irritated about being stuck inside with nothing to do. So, I introduced him to Emberfate. It was just released, but I'd been keeping an eye on it for a while, and I thought playing an MMO would keep his mind off things and let us spend some time together. This character, Lucidity of Light, I made it first. And the old man saw my character and insisted on making a berserker too, so we can be the Zerker twins. What a copycat. Yeah, for all our differences, I can't deny that he was. Requiem was his too, you know. Solitude's uncle. He's actually a friend my dad made at the hospital. Another patient. And he started playing because he told them how the game brought us together and helped with our rocky relationship. Before he died, he gave me the account information for Reminiscence. Told me to log on and take care of his pets sometime. But I didn't want to just let the character sit and collect dust. I didn't want his legacy to be forgotten, so I decided to play Reminiscence as my main, and became the new guild leader of Requiem. Not many people knew the old man back then anyway, so other than the then officers and members of Requiem, nobody noticed or paid attention to the disappearance of the Berserker Lucidity of Light and the change in behavior of the Berserker Reminiscence. Now you understand why it's so important that I'll clear Reminiscence's reputation and keep Requiem together, even if it means being cheated out $2,000. Yeah, well, I think it is. I know it's my fault I was too hands-off with guild affairs and let Requiem turn into what it is now, but I don't know. I'll fix this somehow. I think that's enough talking about this topic for now. Sorry, not really in the mood to discuss this. Yeah, thanks. I'd appreciate that. Sorry, I'm getting pretty tired. I think I might just go to sleep. The important points for the other two bosses should be in the videos I sent you already. Can you go through them yourself and just let me know if there's any parts you didn't understand? Okay. Sorry for cutting the session short. Night.